Caffeine and Coils, and I'm Deanna.
And I'm Jenny.
It's just us today.
It is just us. Look at us. What are we talking about? What's our hot topic for the day?
I'm going to be grilling you on PreSeason.
Okay, this is going to be a little different. I'm being interviewed instead of the interviewee. I'm like, instead of being the interviewer, I'm being interviewed.
And I get to have my Barbara Walters moment.
Okay, Barbara.
So, what is PreSeason?
Okay, so PreSeason is a program that we run twice a year, both in the spring and in the fall, and it gives our customers the opportunity to earn even better deals and rewards on purchases that they make for stocking the trucks, stocking their stock rooms, gearing up for either the heating season or the cooling season, depending on when it happens.
Okay. So, how long does it typically last?
So our PreSeason usually lasts about 2.5 months. So we'll kick it off at some point in March for the spring. And then it goes all the way until right around Memorial Day usually. And then that's when the program closes. I always joke and say that our customers are really lucky because we have a pretty extended PreSeason, and we give them a lot of opportunities to make their purchases so then in the spring we would run it on mostly cooling parts and supplies. And then in the fall, it'll kick off around September and go until Thanksgiving. Right around Thanksgiving is when we close it, and that one covers most of our heating parts and supplies.
Okay, yeah, that is a pretty extended amount of time. Who's eligible to participate in PreSeason?
So any of our customers can take advantage of PreSeason, depending on whether or not they're signed up to. They have to have an account number with us, so they have to be, a shopping customer with us. But if they are a dealer and have an HVAC Partners ID, that kind of gets them access to a little bit more rewards. Not necessarily more rewards, but different options for rewards.
Yeah.
And but anybody can take advantage of it. So it's structured in a way that everybody has the opportunity to save or, get points, whatever they choose.
So how do those points work?
So there's 3 different options to be rewarded on our PreSeason program. If you are just, if you have an account number with us, you are eligible to choose $40 in rebates for every $1,000 that you spend with us. If you have an HVAC Partners ID, you can get 160 points per $1,000 spent with us. And that's good towards carrier incentives and BryantPromotions.com. So it's basically like you get to go on and there's tons of different options. So TVs, watches, lots of merchandise. I think there's like even furniture and stuff on there, depending on how many points you rack up. And then also some gift cards and things like that. If you're a factory authorized dealer with us, I know Theo was on a couple episodes ago to tell us about that. You are eligible for trip points. So you can also say that you'd rather have the trip points instead of the carrier incentives or Bryant promotion points or the rebate. So one of those 3 options, depending on where you fall on our partner levels.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Is there a minimum purchase amount to participate?
Well, so in order to get registered, you have to purchase $2,000. So your initial order to get your registration active.
Does it have to be all at once?
Yes. So that has to be, the first $2,000 has to be on one ticket. And so you'll make that $2,000 purchase, and then you'll use that order number to fill out your registration form.
Okay.
And then going forward, every purchase you make, other than the exclusions that we have in there, will be counted towards. Every purchase that you make that's the eligible products will be counted towards your final PreSeason total that we pull at the very end.
Okay. So that kind of goes in line with my next question about registration. What is required for the registration?
So basically just your Mingledorff's account number, your name, your company name, like all that standard information. If you choose either the trip points or the carrier points, you would have to have your partner's ID and enter that, as well as that initial order number. And it's that the initial order is kind of you have to make sure that you have $2,000 worth of parts and supplies and like qualifying equipment, which really isn't that hard. I don't think. Just our e-commerce website, and it's on there for you to fill out digitally. That comes directly to us in the marketing department, and then we take it from there and make sure that we report on all of the qualifying purchases going forward. The cool thing about being able to register digitally is that it backdates. So we would go, it doesn't matter if you register on the very last day of preseason, you're still going to get all of those rewards from that March to May or September to November, whatever time period we're
so
in.
you can register later and all your purchases that you made up
Yes.
to that point count.
You're going to reap the benefits for that whole entire time period of the program.
So if I want to, I can wait till the last minute to register.
You can.
Just
I don't
kidding.
recommend it, but you definitely can.
Are there any specific products or brands that are included, and does that change each
So like I
preseason?
said, for the spring, it's going to cover most of your like what you would need for the cooling season, and then the fall is going to cover for your heating parts and supplies. We do have some exclusions, so we don't do it on flex, we don't do it on refrigerant, and no equipment is included. So this is going to be just your parts and pieces that you would need to stock for, replacement, all that good stuff. All those goodies that you want to have on your truck for servicing and that kind of thing.
Okay. Have there been any changes of preseason over the years?
So I kind of inherited this program when I came on board, and when we first did it, a lot of things weren't digital. So I've kind of taken and revamped and made the registration form completely digital so that it's easier to fill out, less paperwork that's manually scanned in, that kind of thing. It's a little easier on our TMs as well, our TMs and our ISPs, just because they were scanning and emailing a lot of paperwork and a lot of documents back and forth. And I thought that there could be some human error in there. So we kind of respun the program to be more automated. And in doing so, we digitized the registration, and then also have kind of digitized everything else, going beyond registration and having all of those reports pulled and just ready to go. So from the customer side, I don't think that they probably see a whole lot of differences. I have a lot of TMs who have been very thankful that they're not keying in orders anymore for this. So from the customer's perspective, I don't think they probably see much of a change. Outside of, some of them do the registration form on their own, which is great, and then they're able to take advantage of our e-commerce site and order directly from the web. And, they know that they're going to get their preseason points for that or their rebate. But some of their teams are still helping out on that. And it doesn't matter if they order online or order at the counter. It's all going to be counted, whether it was a web order or not.
Okay, that's good to know. What about if someone has questions about preseason? Who should they contact?
So, like I said, this is kind of my program, so they're welcome to reach out to me directly if they want to, if they have questions or want to learn more about it, any of that.
I will be putting Jenny's personal cell phone number in the description. Just kidding.
No, we won't. Just kidding.
24/7.
In the event that they don't know how to reach me, info@mingledorfs.com will come directly to someone in our department, and then they'll forward it on to me. And also, Miss Morgan Pope helps out, so she is also an expert on this topic and can help with any questions as well.
Okay. Any final thoughts or tips for listeners who want to make the most of their preseason?
So I think the really unique thing, especially about our spring preseason, is we typically kick the first half of the year off with several promotions. And so if there's a motor promotion going on during the time, or sometimes there's coil cleaners, chemicals, all those things that are on sale that are already discounted, if I were a customer of ours, I would make sure that I'm stocking up on my motors and stocking up on my coil cleaners, because they are always usually on sale in some form or fashion in that March time period. And not only are you going to get the discount for them being on sale, you're also going to be rewarded for your preseason points or rebates or trip points, whatever that looks like for you. I would make sure that that's where a lot of my my stocking up on my motors or coil cleaners coming from, because you're double dipping.
Yeah.
So
Making the most bang for your buck.
absolutely.
Well, as you know, I have some, we have a game for the end. So I have some this or that questions for you.
Oh, okay. Yay, my favorite. The hardest ones.
Okay. Aliens or ghosts?
Ghost. I feel like sometimes ghosts are nice. You know?
That's true. You never know with an alien.
Yeah. Exactly.
It could go either way. Truly. Pizza or tacos?
Definitely tacos. That one's easy for me because I love tacos. I feel like I could eat tacos every day and not get sick of them.
Yeah.
But I'm not a huge pizza person.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. It's like kind of just like an every now and then thing.
Morning person or night owl?
Can I just go neither? Like, I'm a parent, so I just want to...
You want to go to bed early and sleep in?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. No problem. Would you rather live in a haunted house or live with a creepy roommate?
Oh my gosh, that's hard. Probably the haunted house.
You're right, because the ghost, could be nice, like you said.
Yeah.
Would you rather be in a zombie apocalypse or an alien invasion?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like I've watched too much Walking Dead, so probably an alien invasion. I'll take my chances. I don't really know what's going to happen.
You're right. Be stuck in an elevator for 5 hours or stuck in traffic for 5 hours?
Traffic, because I can call people on the phone, and you can't always make calls in an elevator, and at least I'd have the air conditioning.
You're right. I would. Oh my God, I would. I don't like elevators.
We talked about elevators a couple episodes ago, and you're like, said how terrified you are of it.
Yeah, I wouldn't
getting
want to.
stuck.
Would you rather be able to fly or breathe underwater?
Oh, that one's tough because I want to do both. Probably fly. I feel like that would be better use of my superpower.
Yeah.
Because you could just like fly over traffic and just fly to work through the air. And it would be like so direct. Like a straight shot.
I wonder if you have to worry about air traffic control when you can fly.
Probably.
What about, let's see. Would you rather always have slow Wi-Fi or always have a dying phone battery?
Oh, that one's really hard too, because slow Wi-Fi is like my nemesis. I've had the most amount of issues with the Wi-Fi at my house. So, and it's been slow and glitchy, and it is impossible to be on Zoom when you have bad Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
But a dying phone battery is pretty bad too. So,
I mean, if you just wait a few years without upgrading your phone, you pretty much always have a dying phone battery anyway.
I've definitely been there, and I think, listen, my conspiracy theory is that every time they drop a new phone, they like downgrade the previous models just a little bit more each time. So.
Yeah, I totally agree. What about, would you rather only be able to communicate through memes or GIFs?
Oh.
And it is GIF, by the way, everybody.
Yeah. I thought it was GIF. I always call it GIF too, but...
The creator says it's GIF, but I think he's wrong.
Oh, really? Yeah. Why did I think it was for sure GIF then?
Because everyone says GIF, but the creator, whoever made up that format or whatever, he says it's supposed to be GIF.
Interesting.
But the G stands for graphics, so that's like a hard G, you know?
It's an acronym?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I think it's like graphics interface format or something. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, now I feel like we need to put a poll on Spotify.
Yeah.
To see if people call
GIF
it
or GIF.
GIF or GIF. Like, and you're gonna have to like put the spelling like GIF, like the peanut butter.
Yeah. I'll remember that.
Maybe that's my logic. Is because GIF, like the peanut butter, is with a J.
Yeah, exactly.
And GIF is with a G. So, but anyways, I think gifts are funnier. So, and
Yes,
I feel like I could have a whole conversation with just gifts. So, gifts for me.
me too.
That's funny.
All right, one more, and hopefully Theo's listening to this. Would you rather have your boss read your mind or your mom read your texts?
I feel like I have nothing on my text messages that I wouldn't already tell my mom. Like, we're one
So
of
that
those,
one, yeah.
yeah, we're one of those families that call each other every day. And, I feel like you always marry the opposite. So I don't understand why my husband does not talk to his family very
Mm-hmm.
often.
I'm the same way.
That's so weird to me. I need to know why.
Because what am I going to talk to her about if I call her every day?
I'm going to tell her I had chicken nuggets for dinner. Like, I don't know. I mean, we're just like a family of talkers. So I feel like it does not matter what we talk about. We're going to find something to talk about.
Okay.
So,
So I guess that's our answer there, huh?
yeah.
All right. Well, that's all we have for you. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe.